What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the JuiceBox, presented by LOCKCITY. It's Claw here today, and today we'll have episode number 165 of the JuiceBox with an outlook into the Tuesday MLB slate. But before we get into it, just a reminder that you can join our premium tier Discord at wap.com/LOCKCITY. For only $5 per month, this gets you access to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of sports-specific and stat-specific data points on a daily basis to help you become a better sports bettor. That's wap.com/LOCKCITY. Get instant access for only 16 cents a day. All right, the first game that we'll talk about is the Brewers and the Braves. We've got Freddie Peralta versus Joey Wentz. Freddie Peralta, he's 12-5 on the year, 3.08 ERA. He comes into this one after a rough start versus the Cubs, but this should be a good bounce-back spot for him. He's familiar with this Atlanta lineup. They've got 58 career plate appearances versus him. They're only batting 190, slugging 310. He's got 14 strikeouts versus this lineup that's also banged up. They're going to be without Ronald Acuna Jr., they're going to be without Austin Riley, and they're probably going to be without Marcell Ozuna as well. So I really like this spot here for the Brewers and Freddie Peralta to bounce back. On the other hand, we've got Joey Wentz for the Braves. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's 2-2 on the year with a 5.02 ERA. But the Brewers have been one of the best lineups recently versus lefties. They've just been crushing lefties. Last few lefties here, they got 8 earned on Mitchell Parker. They put up 3 on Shota, 5 on Matthew Boyd, 3 on Ogasara, 7 on Mitchell Parker again, 2 on Kershaw, 6 on Kyle Freeland, 7 on Andrew Heaney. So you get the picture here. The Brewers, they got the best record in baseball for a reason. The Braves, they're a total mess this season. So I really love this spot here for the Brewers, which leads us to the best bet in this game. For me, is going to be just to take the Brewers on the money line. You can get that at -142 right now. All right, the next game that we'll talk about is the Guardians at the Mets. We've got Logan Allen versus Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes on the season, he's 9-6 with a 3.45 ERA, and he's been pitching really well lately. 3 of his last 4 games, he's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer, and I feel really good about his matchup versus the Guardians. And a lot of his experience versus them in the past was as a reliever, but I think it'll translate. This Guardians offense is nothing special outside of Jose Ramirez. There's no one that it was really going to strike fear into anyone. So, but in 30 career at-bats versus Holmes, this lineup has 9 strikeouts. They're batting 167 off of him and slugging 300. And on the other hand, we've got Logan Allen. He's 7-9 with a 4.06 ERA, and he's pitching pretty well. Also, 3 of his last 5 starts, he's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer. And when we look at what the Mets have done recently versus lefties, they've not really been able to do much of anything at all. Lately, Wiesenhunt went 5 innings, 1 earned run. Robbie Ray, 7 innings, 1 earned run. Robbie Ray again, 5 2/3, 2 earned runs. They haven't got to anyone outside of Tyler Anderson, going like all the way back for about a month ago. So lefties have been pitching really well against them. I think Logan Allen can pitch well. I think he can go 5-6 innings, give up 2 runs. On the other hand, I think Clay Holmes can shut down this Guardians offense to 1 or 2 runs himself, which leads me to my best bet in this game, which is going to be the under 8.5 in this one. You can get the under 8.5 at -122 on FanDuel. Next up, we've got the final game that I'll talk about is the Rays at the Angels. We've got Ryan Pepiot versus Jose Soriano. After the Rays' hot streak about a month ago, they've been actually one of the worst teams in baseball. and especially on the road and versus right-handed pitching, their lineup has just not produced at all. Jose Soriano should be in line for a good start here. He's 7-8 on the year with a 3.65 ERA, and he's got decent numbers versus this Rays lineup. And he's coming in pitching really well. He's gone 4 straight games, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer. He just faced Texas, went 7 innings, 1 earned run. Seattle, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Philly, 7 innings, 2 earned runs. Arizona, 5 innings, 1 earned run. So I really like this spot here for Jose Soriano to pitch well, especially versus a weak lineup in the Rays that's really struggling right now. Their last few games, they've scored 1 run, 0 runs, 4 runs, and 0 runs. So they've scored 1 or fewer runs in 3 of their last 4 games. Their bats are, like I said, cold, one of the worst lineups in baseball over the last month. And then on the other hand, we've got Ryan Pepiot for the Rays. He's 6-9 with a 3.8 ERA. But on the road, his ERA bumps up to 4.3. And in a very, very small sample size of 22 plate appearances versus Pepiot, the Angels are batting .318 and slugging .455 off him. So I do like this spot here for the Angels. And Pepiot himself, it's not really coming in to this one in his top form. He just got crushed by the Yankees. He had a good start at the Reds, but he got crushed by Baltimore. He got hit up by the Red Sox as well. So 3 of his last 4 outings, he's allowed 7 earned, 5 earned, and 3 earned. So I think that when we look at this one here, I really like this spot for the Angels to get this win here. They've got a lot of key high leverage arms still available that they didn't use last night as well in the bullpen. So my best bet in this one is the Angels on the money line, and you can get that at -125. But the JuiceBox Lock of the day is going to be the Brewers on the money line, -142 on FanDuel right now. So, like I said, it's a great spot here for the Brewers. They're red hot. The Braves, they're not a good team this year. And we've got a pitching advantage, we've got a bullpen advantage, and we've got a lineup advantage. So lock that in. Brewers on the money line, -142. Let's cash, and we'll see y'all again here tomorrow. Peace.